in Titchfield in Trelawny. This is a part of the area that was severely damaged by Hurricane Mellissa on October 28. To my right is Joan Montaque, who is the owner of the property to our right. And to my left, we do have Mr. Ansel Palmer, who is the principal of the Low River Primary and Infant School. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, man, giving thanks.
Under the circumstances, how are things going?
Well, we're giving thanks. Move
a little closer, yes.
Yes, we're giving thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We, just recovering, trying to get back our footing,
Mm-hmm.
And just pushing through.
Yes. Now, we are here with one of your colleagues. What is the mood like at school, the fact that she is not around?
Well, what is concern, because, we empathize with one of our colleagues who would have lost our home, our business, what would have represented a life's work. So we were concerned about her. Her children are there, we're just making do, but it's just, everybody's trying to cope, they're trying to push on, they're trying to stay positive, and just hope that everything will work out for her, because it's just hard to imagine starting back over from all of that.
So the fact that she's not at school, in terms of administration, what's being done to in terms of her absence?
Okay, so with a dialogue with the human resource personnel in the Ministry of Education for the region, and we have explained her situation, and we have gotten advice to tell her to send in a special leave request. We're in the process of getting our documents together to accompany that request.
Okay, and you would know what kind of response you will get until all those documentations are in?
No, wouldn't know.
And how long from now do you expect to get those in so that the minister can treat with them?
Well, I'm collecting the last of them from her today. Should have gotten documents from her doctor and so forth. So we'll be presenting those to the ministry along with her letter. She would have probably been traumatized, going through all of this, going down with the house and coming out, and probably not in the frame of mind to deal with school. But we would have gone through this term and looking forward to going into the next term. So we hope and trust that.
What class was she assigned to?
She was assigned to grade 3. She has just moved to 3. So she's just getting to meet a new set of children. Been interrupted. But we are making do. We are adjusting. For some time, we actually shared those students between other teachers engaged, and now we are adjusting. Our vice principal has taken on that class. That they're getting. So we're trying to adjust to compensate for that. But vice principal was teaching mathematics and R&T to the 4 and 5. So all that we are in the process of trying to see how we are not quite sure what the condition of school can be like for September. So
you mean January?
For January.
Yes.
For January rather. So we can't really make concrete plans.
But moving through the entire area, I recognize that the light posts are still down and wires are still strewn all over. It's still the devastation has not gotten the attention that we expect that it ought to have.
No, it has not. We are still without power at the school. We got a small solar inverter, a 330 watt inverter that we use to run our printers and just to get some documents printed and, you know, to hotspot our devices so we can connect to the internet and so forth.
So your appeal would be for what at this moment?
Well, we would love to have our electricity return. More than that, we would rather a solar solution that would boost the resilience of the school. So in future, you know, situation like this, we can bounce back much more rapidly.
Ansel Palmer, the principal of the Low River Primary and Infant School in Trelawny. We are right by the roadside, and so you recognize that so many persons are passing us. At this time, we're now to Joan. What has life been for Joan before October 28th?
Okay, I am a teacher, a farmer, an entrepreneur prior to the hurricane. But since the hurricane hit us, I have lost my business, I've lost my dwelling. I had 7 bedrooms altogether, 3 shops, 6 bathrooms, and both dwellings. And my farm was devastated. The business went down.
What you had on your farm?
I plant yam. I'm a yam farmer.
Okay.
And that was flat.
So you find time to do that and teach?
I juggle them. I juggle them. I have some persons who come in and help me. I had 3 shops on the building. 2 of them were fully operational. I would operate them in the morning and evening and weekends. One of them was up for a lease. That everything is now gone. One of the dwelling house I lived under, but our son was up for rent. And now everything is gone. The land is not suitable anymore. I am now seeking a piece of land, which I don't have money, but I am seeking a piece of land to start all over.
Starting all over. I think there's a song which goes by that name, Starting All Over. Right?
It's going to be rough.
It's going to be.
Yes,
Oh, but you know the line. You know the line.
Yes, going to be rough.
That's a good mood to be in. It's already rough.
It is, yes.
And to talk about it's going to be rough.
Oh yes.
Take us back to October 28th, when everything was just your preparation. What preparations did you make prior to October 28th, and when the onslaught, landfall of Mellissa on Jamaica?
You know, I did a little shopping. I bought food.
Yes.
I secured my documents. I was told to put them together. I had them in the dwelling section of the building. On the day of the hurricane, I listened to the news and I realized that the storm would be hitting us at 12. And sometime after 11, I know God told me where to sit. I was sitting at a spot where I could see the pipes, switch pipes behind the building cracking. And I knew something was wrong. So I took the bag I had with the documents and I ran through the kitchen. When I looked, I realized the step leading up to the road was bursting from the top. All I had to do was just run up the steps. When I reached the top of the road, I realized the road was already severed from the property itself. And everything went down thereafter.
And so I'm looking at the amount of movement that has taken place on the property and wondered, how did you escape?
When I heard that the hurricane would be catastrophic, that word
Category 5.
Yes, it was frightening. And I said,
but your house seemed like a house that would have withstood that kind of category storm.
Yes. Based on what I've heard from the authorities, the land is faulty. It's on a fault line. Okay. So the structure, if you look at it, you realize the structure most of it is intact. Over 95% is intact. But the land shifted from all the way down the bottom. So everything went, and the water was feeding onto the land from the main road.
Okay.
So, and it was running behind the building. So the water was soaking behind the building, soaking from
unaware
the
to
road.
you?
Yes, sir. Well, the drain here was sending the water over. I tried to get the authority to remove it prior to the plant.
Let's zoom in on that. Right. You don't step over there. Okay. All right. So we're talking about this drain.
Yes.
Sir. Go ahead.
It was feeding the water from the main. There's a culvert over that side of the road.
Yes.
It was now depositing right down where the building is, and it would run across. So the water was soaking the building from behind. The road is cracked at the top there too. So the water was also soaking from the main road.
Yes.
And on top of all of that, the land is faulty. The plan was passed by the parish council, but thereafter I was told that the land is on a fault. I mean, the building is on a fault line.
Okay.
So the land shifted from all the way down the gully. So everything just go down.
My goodness. So how did you escape? That is where let's bring it back on camera. In terms of how you escaped. How did you manage to escape the movement that was taking place?
When I realized that the pipes were cracking from behind, I knew something was wrong. It was not normal for the pipes to be popping out the ground. So right away, I didn't hesitate. I grabbed the bag that I had packed with the documents. When I came through the section of the building, I said to myself, if everything is all right, I'll go back. But if everything doesn't look all right, I'll just go. So when I came out and I saw that the step leading to the road was cracking from the top coming down, instantly I knew something was wrong. So I did not go back inside.
Okay.
I just ran up the step, the same step that was cracking up. When I came up here, you know, the plaza, it was on the road level. It's a plaza where I do business. People would just drive on, buy their farm supplies and go. When I came up, I realized that the ditch was here between the road itself and the property. I never had time to even go and lock back the shops. All I had to do was jump over the ditch and just run.
How wide a gap was that?
To be honest with you, I never had time to look.
But you mustered that amount of energy.
Yes, I know I had to just jump over.
And where did you run to?
I ran to my neighbor's house here.
Okay.
Her roof was going too, but at the time it was good enough to accommodate me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So having gone through all of that, you have seen the devastation that has taken place.
Yes, sir.
And as you've said, it's a fault line, and not to, it will take a miracle, some kind of work to bring back this land up to where it was, if at all, as it can be done.
It cannot be restored. It cannot be.
When you look back at this, and you pass this every day, or often, tell me what kind of mood are you? I'm going to ask you to walk with us, and Ansel will guide the movement of her back. Right, so we're going to go into that shaded area to continue the conversation with you. Yes, right. So how do you feel having gone through all of that and looking at your premises each day?
To be honest with you, at first I could not pass. I couldn't pass the look. I couldn't pass. I was so traumatized where it took a while. I couldn't sleep because PTSD has set in. I cannot sleep.
Post stress. Is that it?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Syndrome, yes, sir. Yes. It's like I cannot sleep. Even though I'm not able to sleep properly, I'm not able to focus properly. I have anxiety attacks ever so often. I'm just traumatized. This whole thing has shaken me up. It's like it took a while before I could actually go down. Because they looted the place thereafter. They took whatever they wanted. And whatever was left, you know, we managed to go down and take them out.
So where are you staying now?
I have to go back to renting.
You have your own premises? 7
bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 3 shops. And I'm doing my farming. I was looking forward to retirement. And after 21 years, I now have to go back to renting 1 room.
You live alone?
Yes, 1 room. I have to go back and start from there. Right now, I don't even know where to start from. I don't know where to start from. I'm confused. Each day I get up, it's like I'm confused. Passing the building, it's like I just don't know where to start.
Have you sought counsel in terms of your own mental health?
I went to the doctor in December. There's a counseling section to his office, and he promised to recommend me to the counselor. But to be honest with you, I've not gotten any no form of counseling since. I would need some. I would need some right now because the emotions, they're up and down, and I don't think I'm ready for school. I was told to resume, but honestly,
resume when? Come January?
January, but honestly speaking, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Oh.
Really not ready.
If there was a message that you would want to say to persons who are building, what would that message be?
I had a building plan. So I would not say I chose a wrong location and I didn't follow the proper procedures.
Because
I did.
You said it was passed by the parish council?
Yes, it was passed by the parish council, and because I had to take mortgage from JTA, I had to, yes sir, I had to make sure that I had a building plan. And having the building plan, it was passed. And
Yes, too.
well, maybe I would recommend a more suitable engineer, not just a regular builder.
No,
Because sometimes the parish council will cut it short. They'll come and look at the land, they pass the plan, but really and truly, in terms of doing soil sampling and all of those, that wasn't done.
Okay.
And so I would recommend those persons get an engineer, come and look at the land itself outside of the parish council, ensure that the land is suitable, and ensure that everything is done in order.
And as it relates to you and what is your request from the ministry, from the government, from the member of parliament, from whomever, for you in particular? Because it's not that your roof is gone. Both your house and your business is out.
Yes,
the land
sir.
has moved.
Yes,
you
sir.
are at zero or minus zero.
Below zero, yes. I would want to say to the Prime Minister, I have not seen you in person yet. I was told that you're busy down Westmoreland because Westmoreland was more severely damaged than us up here. And my member of parliament came, she made promises. She was upset that the media has reached out to her because of being in the media and the publicity is out there. But she came, she made promises. I've not seen her back since. To the Ministry of Education, I wish I could get some more leave. I wish more mental health counseling will be put in place for persons like myself. Because, yes, I've been out since the resumption of school in November, but honestly speaking, I'm not ready for school. I cannot sit out without my salary, but at the same time, I'm not ready. So what additional help can I put in place for persons like myself, who is not mentally ready for school, but if we don't return, we will not get a salary? What can we do?
So what are your entire resources?
Right now it's just a little pay, and I'm still paying mortgage on the place because I took the loan from JTA, and I have to be paying them even though the property is now at zero. And at the same time, I'm not earning. There's nothing to supplement the little pay that I'm now getting still. And at the same time, I must resume. And yes, I'll go back in my body, but honestly speaking, mentally, I know I'm not there.
I wanted to speak directly to the ministry one more time. Say from your heart what you want to say and look right in the camera and tell them what you're saying.
Let me say to the Ministry of Education, persons like myself who have been through the hurricane, we have been traumatized. I've lost everything. I've lost my 2 dwelling houses, I've lost my business, I've lost my farm. Everything is gone. I'm back at ground zero. I have mortgage paying on my property even though I've lost it. I am traumatized. It's hard to sleep. It's hard to focus. I can't even concentrate. The anxiety attack, they are so frequent nowadays. Sometimes I jump out of my sleep because I cannot sleep. But now I'm told I have to go back to work because the mortgage still has to be paid and I still have to survive. I have taken a little special leave, but at the same time, I must resume. How am I going to pay the mortgage? How am I going to survive? How am I going to go back to pay rent? But at the same time, mentally, I am not ready for school. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. I am yet to see anybody from the ministry offering any form of counseling. I just don't know what to do right now. Because I'm expected to return next week. But when I come back next week, what am I going to do? I'm really not ready. Honestly, I'm not ready. But at the same time, I was told that I must resume. So I don't know what you can do to help me. My case is a special case, and I wish there's something more that could be done from the ministry level. I need land. I need to start all over. I don't even have the money to go out and search for land. I don't have a house. I have to go back to paying rent, which I've not done in years. And I hope there's something more that can be done on my behalf. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to ask Ansel to come back, go to the side and come back to us in the shot as we wrap things up here. So you've heard the story of Joan Montaque and the appeal that he's making. And really into it, in fact, I decided that I would come back here because I am not comfortable myself, Ansel. I don't know how I would manage. I don't have no house, I don't have no property, and I have to be renting, and the salary that I'm getting can basically just manage to that extent. Is there hope for a teacher like this?
Well, first, there are opportunities for counseling. JT has facilities for counseling, and the Ministry of Education has facilities for counseling. Probably need to resend the information to Joan Montaque, because that is very important. That's a concern we have. You know.
And what word would you say to her at this point in terms of continuing in this life? Look at her and tell her.
Tough times don't last, but tough people do. You know, it's not a time to quit, to give up. It's a time to push forward. Sitting back and doing nothing, I think probably adds to the problem. I think when you take agency, you get active and start to move towards a solution. You feel empowered. So I would say
don't give up.
Don't give up. Don't feel helpless. Don't feel hopeless. Do what you can do. Seek help, but move forward.
And you are trying your best as principal.
As we are doing our best.
And the community.
We are doing our best. We have communicated with the ministry. We have sought the best advice. We have given the advice, and we are doing all we can do in and out of school to support our colleagues.
Well, you've heard it all. Stay right there. You've heard it all. Titchfield in Trelawny is where we're at. We have to come back to this location and to hear a little bit more of the story of a woman who is fighting hard to stay afloat in everything. Can you help? I'll give my number in this broadcast so that you can reach out to me. The number is 876-336-9928. That's 876-336-9928. Reach out to me if you'd like to get in touch with her, or if you want to get in touch with the principal. What's your number, sir?
799-3388.
Repeat that for us.
876-799-3388.
All right, so there you have it, and we're looking forward to your help. See how best you can reach out on behalf of our colleague whose house is gone. Not just her house, but her entire property. We are here to help. Thank you.